94XO, it's Moni XO. I'm sitting down with the legendary Niddy. Make sure you guys stay tuned. You're watching 94XO. So who is Niddy?
I'm a tastemaker, trendsetter. Somebody who just really try to shift the culture. So I don't know. I'm just regular like everybody else. I just try to provide the vibes. So I just one of those people that's just like, okay, I can be many things, but I just want to be known for one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get started?
Well, I mean, started in with like nightlife or started like in general, like that's kind of broad. Like,
Just as an entrepreneur.
well, entrepreneur, like I mean, my mom's an entrepreneur, so it's just kind of I've been raised with that, that mindset of, working for yourself, controlling your own destiny, hard work, and just really just trying to carve out your own lane. So, I mean, that's kind of how I got started, but. She had, daycares and stores, and so I was always kind of, hands-on or just kind of peeking and just trying to figure out how to find my way. But I mean, I always been into business, even when I was in high school. They had DECA programs where, you compete for like creating marketing campaigns and stuff like that, so, it's just really always been my thing. So, I really just kind of like figured out like, yo, I really like people, I really like business, but I don't want to sit in the office. So how do I get that to kind of translate into something where I can do both? So
Yeah.
I really wanted to do music at one point, like, but not like on the forefront, like, but behind the scenes. So
Yeah.
I was like gonna do like, entertainment law or something like that, but I was like, no, that shit boring.
Why?
I mean, just
ain't
because
boring.
it's like
It's a lot.
you in an office, you know what I mean? So I end up doing production management, tour manager. I did that with Chingy for 4 years, 5 years. So I did all his international touring, and then that just kind of set up a platform for me to just kind of parlay and transition to what I'm doing now.
Yeah, which is nightlife. So, what are some things you're working on in nightlife right now?
I've been, right now, the Hush Weekend, July 9th, 10th, and 11th. I'm just bringing life back to nightlife. Really, I got a lot that I'm working on for real. As far as, I mean, I don't know if that we're gonna get to this, but I mean, with Hush, it's like I've been gone for a couple years, obviously, and it was just like I wasn't really trying to stay in tune with what was happening on nightlife on the scene. But every time I talk to somebody, like, man, it's not the same without you, man. It's dead. Like, people wearing flip flops to the club now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people wearing like nobody dressing up. It's nothing sexy. It's nothing like to make people feel like, yo, so I just felt like, I really had to kind of, just get a city what they've been missing. So, I mean, I got my whole calendar already planned out. So,
So you've been booked and busy. You ain't been sitting down.
nah, I had to do the family thing and all that. I got a daughter and stuff. So, I just had to take my time the first few months. But I mean, I'm taking Hush nationally, and I want to do some stuff for like Essence Fest and like a lot of different things. I got people that's looking up everything that's going on in the country. Whether it's Astro World or whether it's Rolling Loud or is this Curl Fest or whatever it is. Like, Hush need to be a part of that. I mean, even on the athlete, on the sports side, when it comes to, the All-Star Weekend and it comes to the Super Bowl, like Super Bowl in LA. So, we need to be in those places because we have that network and people like exclusivity. So,
Yeah.
We just trying to provide that wave across the country.
Now, going back into the family man side of everything, like, how has your daughter and just your family in general, like, motivated you even more now to
Well,
do what you're doing?
I mean, really, my motivation is like within, you know what I mean? But it's just like, you know, um, my daughter was born while I was away. So, you know, for me, it was like damn, when I get to the crib, I really have to make sure that I create a foundation to where I'm able to show her what love look like, where I'm able to show her what a man looks like, you know. So really, it was more the intangibles of the things that I wanted to provide, you know what I mean, versus monetary. You know, the monetary is gonna come because I feel like you know, with success, money follows. Or if like, but I don't feel like you should chase success or chase money. You should just really just chase whatever your passion is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then once you kind of get into that realm, then it'll come. But so, I mean, the motivation was there just because, you know, I'm a provider, and it's like, I'm not a provider just financially. You got to provide guidance. You got to provide wisdom. You got to provide, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm super motivated, you know, just with, you know, my lady, my daughter, my mom, you know, my family, my brother, he's still gone. So, I mean, I got an added motivation with that just to see him come home as well. So, you know, just kind of pivoting into the criminal justice reform, and, you know, it's just a whole lot of motivation that's kind of bundled up, you know. So everybody like, oh, how does it feel being home? And I just say, like, I just really want my pace to keep up with my ambition. You know what I mean? Because I know that there's a lot that I want to do, and I just know that I got to segment it so that way I don't feel like I'm not accomplishing stuff fast enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, how important though is it when it comes to having like connections and networking when you're in this type of lifestyle and type of business?
I mean, it's really important. I mean, you know, for me, I mean, a lot of times I can reach somebody with one phone call or 2 phone calls, you know, like, so that, I mean, that's always good when, especially with this industry, is sometimes it can be, you know, where, I ain't gonna say clicky, but, you know, certain people only deal with certain people. So if you have a good reputation or a track record or whatever, it's always easy to shoot a text like, hey, I'm trying to get in touch with such and such. And I used to always tell people, like, I got like 4,500 numbers on my phone. And at one point, I never really knew how to use them. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, you networking, and you know, they always say your networking builds your net worth. So I just really had to kind of learn how to encapsulate that and just really monetize it. Well, not necessarily monetizing relationships, but just using your relationships for certain things that, you know, because everybody kind of needs somebody at some point. Exactly. You know what I mean? And I always tell people it's not about using somebody, it's about misusing somebody. Exactly. Yeah. So.
I'm glad you said that, and so people can know and understand, because a lot of people don't know how to use their contacts or understand like how important it is to create relationships and having genuine relationships at that. So.
But it took for me to have mentors to be able to, you know, learn that, because I have a number and I'll be like, I don't want to hit this person up because I don't want to feel like I'm, like I don't want to use the word groupie or nothing, but like I got people in my phone that most people be like, I'm just gonna send some stupid shit. But sometimes it's just they, you know, they just regular people that, yo, what's up, my boy, just checking on you, just seeing how everything going, how the kids, whatever. Like Kenny Burns FaceTimed me the other day, like, yo, how that beautiful girl doing? Da 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 da. Like, and the conversation just got to flowing. So it's just like, a lot of times people just make sure you treat people like humans, and you just build organically. And I mean, you might not have a way to use a relationship for 5 years. Like, I got a friend that I met in Dubai, and I've been knowing him for 9 years. I just developed a way for us to, you know what I mean, use our relationship to make money. So sometimes it's just about longevity, you know what I mean, 10, 20, 30-year relationships.
Right. Now let's go back. Let's talk about this weekend coming up. Parties of the year. How can people purchase tickets? What else can you tell me about it?
I mean, the website, thehushpartyglobal.com. I had to put global on the domain name because, you know, I got global relationships and I'm trying to take it global. If you go to the website, it's a link for tickets to buy tables, more information, kind of like what to expect. You know, I have athletes coming, I have models coming, you know, influencers, trendsetters, tastemakers. You know, a lot of people that I couldn't really put on a flyer just because it costs too much, but they like, you know, for you know what I mean? I'm a slide, but no, it's gonna be that feeling. Like we gonna bring that feeling back. Like, you know, St. Louis really should be one of those premier spots where, you know, people can travel to, but we don't really embrace the trendsetters. Don't. I always say, like, I influence the influencers. Like, humbly speaking, though, you know what I mean. But you gotta have somebody who is influencing the people who influence the people, and I feel like being back home, I can kind of help with that. You know what I mean. There's some other people who kind of got that, but you know, we just got to make sure we giving the people what they want. And I think this weekend is gonna bring that feeling back. And it's just really like, for real, Hush Weekend is not even what I want it to be, but it's still gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be
but like next year is gonna be like, I'm gonna make a word. It's gonna be even stupider.
I was gonna say, we probably already working on next year already now.
I'm working on next year right now just because, and then Paper Holiday coming up. So the Welcome to Paperland party, September the 10th is like, so this weekend is, you know, the 9th to kick off. We got Ruggs, we got Kenny Burns, we got Big Dre, we got
oh, you telling me everybody, come on.
Fab may come, you know what I'm saying? Lori Harvey may come, you know.
Okay, well, you know what else is exclusive? You about to answer these questions in this jar.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Okay.
So you pick out 3 questions.
All right, let's see how
They're
this
not
goes.
bad.
Okay, what's the best thing you've ever eaten? This Clementines, this Italian butter cookie. Nah, I don't know. I mean, I got a really exquisite palate. You know what I mean?
Oh, must be nice.
I mean, I like eating a little bit of everything. If I won a lottery tomorrow, what would be the very first expense? I don't know.
I'm making you think.
Go buy an island or something. Get away from y'all. No, I'm just playing. You know, a house. You know, just something. You know what I mean? I keep it modest. I'm modest. I keep it modest. If you had exactly one wish to make come true 10 years from now, what would it be? Oh, that's nice. I don't know. There had to be something, you know, with something that pertains to my daughter. You know what I mean? Just as far as her development, her going to Milan or just traveling or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? She's 2, so just exposure for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to see the world in a different light for what it truly is. That's probably it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Let me give you a bonus one.
Oh, you gonna give me a bonus? Okay. Because you didn't answer this one?
I ain't answering this one. I even pulled that out.
Let me see.
I gotta repull. God damn. Let me see.
You ain't even gonna show me what it said.
All right. If you would discover you were immortal, what would you change? What would you change? Hold on. How would you change your life starting right now? I wouldn't change nothing.
Okay.
Just take it one day at a time. I mean, you know, a lot of people would say, "Oh, I'm never gonna die. I go out and do stupid shit." Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Well, thank you so much. I'm super excited for everything that you have in store. I'm Moni XO, and we're out. Be easy. It's your girl, Moni XO, and you just finished a 94XO interview. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media platforms. Be easy.